How can a story about an alien death ball game with a man disguising himself in blackface and some way too detailed panels have one of the greatest stories ever put on pen and paper? This is the story of Gantz. Gantz is a pretty long story, starting all the way in 2000 and ran for a good 400-ish chapters, I think. And even though 400 sounds like a lot of chapters, reading through it felt so quick for me. I don't know if it was the stunning ass art, or the great character development, or the tits on every single chapter cover, but something kept drawing me back chapter after chapter. I really don't know how to explain it, honestly. It's a fucking amazing read, and like 400 chapters, like I'm about 400 chapters in the Kingdom, which is also great ass manga, but Gantz for some reason just felt like nothing. It felt like 100 chapters at most, and I just speed ran through that shit so quick. So let's get into what makes Gantz such a great manga. Now, the characters in Gantz are by far my favorite part of the story. I mean, the cast is fucking elite, from K all the way to the goat Hoi Hoi. Oku just makes every single character so realistic. It really feels like you're just reading real ass people and their like development and their maturity through this crazy ass alien death game. It's great. So let's talk about the first and really the most important character in the story, K. This is our main character in Gantz, and at the start of the story, he is a complete fucking loser. At the very start, we see this guy talking shit with the grandma, just asking for directions, and then he does even more fuck shit when he enters Gantz. I mean, he's just a complete dork at the beginning of the story, and I feel like it turns a lot of people off of the story, which kind of sucks, especially considering his character development later. I guess it would be a good time to explain the main premise of Gantz for those who don't know. Basically, in this world, if you die, there's a chance you get a second life through this alien ball called Gantz. But in return, you and the other lucky people who spawn into the room have to hunt down aliens and kill them before they kill you. Cool concept, right? No way there's a naked man sitting in the ball, which were made through instructions by God. That would be fucking weird. Anyway, back to K. After he enters Gantz, we realize this dude is just a horny weirdo. He even tries to force himself onto another Gantz player he agreed to take home. However, through struggling in Gantz and taking heavy inspiration from Kato, the GOAT, he begins to change and mature in a very realistic way, and you can really see this through how he treats Tay, his first actual girlfriend. She's a pretty boring and normal girl, but this contrast from the life that he has in Gantz, almost dying nearly every mission, makes her feel like an escape for him. So eventually they fall in love, and Kay constantly goes out of his way to save her, risking his life countless times, which at the start of the story, he would never even think of doing. The maturity seen through Kay's character just feels so realistic, which is why I gravitate towards the story so much, and why I really love this character, despite all the weird and just fucked up shit he does at the beginning of the story. Another amazing character who, although doesn't have as crazy of a character development as K, does serve as a sort of rock in the story and how humanity can prevail. The empathy he shows towards other characters is what inspired K, and honestly what kept me reading through all the freaky shit at the start. He has great fucking moments too, like when he's staring down the 100-point alien on Osaka. Oh god. Although I don't have as much to say about Kato, he's still one of my favorite characters, especially one who represents the resilience of humanity, and I think he just pushes this story forward in such an interesting way. Alright, now I'm going to get into the villains, the quote-unquote villains of the story. Might as well talk about Nishi too then, if we're going to talk about Zumi, since they both serve sort of as villains. Zumi probably more than Nishi, but still. This kid shot up his entire middle school class, by the way. These guys do some pretty comically evil shit sometimes, but they always have their own fucked up reasons behind it. And the fact that the main characters are required to work with one of these guys on most of the missions is what makes them such complex characters. All these guys do fucked up shit. I love their roles in the story and how well they contrast K. Now, I just wanted to talk about the aliens for a bit because they serve a really fucking interesting role in this story, even though they're not so much characters as they are devices. One thing I want to talk about is their dope ass fucking designs. Most of them look terrifying. especially in the Buddha, Osaka, and Italy missions. These guys just look fucking unkillable. And that tension that these aliens create is what makes the mission so interesting, knowing anyone at any moment could die, which strikes home the theme of humanity and humanity's unwillingness to die. Finally, I just wanted to talk about the side character because this manga has a great cast from start to finish. However, the cast is pretty big, so I'm going to be speed running through these characters. They honestly all deserve their own videos, which I will definitely get around to doing. First up is Kaze / Muscle Man Rider. Kaze is a great fucking character and has some of my favorite scenes in the manga. I mean, he is just pure testosterone. This guy's a fucking Chad. I love his relationship with Takeshi too, and that shit honestly had me tearing up at that one scene. If you know, you know. The next character is Kei. She's the girl that the main K, fucking K Corona, tries to force himself on at the beginning of the book. She's cool, I guess. She's just kind of a Kato simp, but who wouldn't be? Look at this majestic ass mogger. The next character is the old man. Great fucking character, especially for Corono's character development, and smart as fuck too. This guy was a top tier Gantz player, honestly. Then there's Cherry, another fucking awesome character who has these cool ass psychic powers. There's a lot of random shit introduced throughout Gantz, like psychic powers, but although Cherry is one of only 2 people we know of to have them, I think it fits his character really well and makes him so unique within the cast. I fucked with his ending a lot too. That's about it for like the main side characters. There are like a lot other though, like Sakata, which is Cherry Sensei, Inaba the Chud, and the Goat Hoi Hoi. But those I can go over another time maybe. Anyway, please hit the like and subscribe button if you really enjoyed this video. I'd appreciate it so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.